A chilly Klockner Stadium in Charlottesville, the site of Cavaliers Senior Day. As we approach the end of October, emotions running high, but it's also the site of a critical game with postseason implications. Number 11 Virginia has avoided defeat for 10 consecutive matches. Meanwhile, Clemson, their attack red hot with 9 goals in the last 2 matches. All right, let's sneak a peek at the ACC standings. Stanford number 1, the Cardinal, they play tomorrow. So if we have a winner tonight here in this Clemson-Virginia game, the winner will either be in a tie or pulls ahead for first, that coveted spot in the ACC tournament that earns you a bye in the first round of the postseason. Welcome upstairs. Alongside Steve Foss, I'm Corey Spector. Thanks so much for joining us here on ACC Network Extra. All right, we have these 2 teams, Steve, that are jockeying for position, so it should be a lot of fun tonight.
I mean, this is what you dream of, right? As a player, this is a real treat. You have the prize of going top of the ACC. All you have to do is win tonight. Easier said than done, but I'm excited to watch.
Well, one of the big treats of tonight's match is that we get to watch one of the best players in the country in Ransford Gian.
Absolutely, and you said it. For my money, he's the best player in college soccer. There's nobody like him. He's quick, he's strong, he's got good feet, he sees the field really well, he creates for his teammates, and he scores goals. He's everything you want in a player. The Clemson Tigers right now aren't in the top 25, and it does not matter. Why? Because they know they can beat anybody in the country, and with Gian in their squad, the confidence is justified.
Cavaliers also have a young, talented forward, and Nicholas Simmons leads the team with 5 goals. But one of the big questions, Steve, for UVA moving forward, who fits alongside him as their top 2 forwards the best?
The answer is a lot of them, but his success isn't possible without his fellow forwards. As you said, Oluweu, Smith, Dos Santos, they bring something different. Smith's sides, Oluweu's pace, Dos Santos' vision. Oluweu will get the start tonight with Simmons, but expect AJ Smith to come off the bench and cause real problems for Clemson.
Should be a blast to watch these 2 teams go to work. Clemson and Virginia, first time in 9 years in Charlottesville. Next. 1-0 game, Virginia in front. Here's Baffour on an island with Dos Santos. KK towards the byline. His cross, and it's a goal! It is a beauty, and it's Flanagan with his first of the year! Virginia putting a few in front of that LU wall. Godfrey setting up, unleashes and scores! For the 2nd straight match, perfection off a free kick from Godfrey, and Virginia snatches the lead. Now more of calculated possession here in the 2nd. Slow into Afonso. Leaves it off for Honor. Stephen Honor with space. On the right foot, drags it left. Honor shoots. Save! Another clutch stop from Micah Seeger. Pam Murray, who did not play over the last 3 matches with a shin issue, understood the importance of sitting out to finish the regular season to give herself a chance in the postseason. The limelight is on her. Murray scores and sends Sam Houston to the semis! Flax bursting into the attacking third. Flax, a step over on the left foot, shoots, scores! Side panel for the freshman, and the Flames are on the board less than 4 minutes in. Smith, some miscommunication here. Flames with it, angle veering. Now it's Flax, yawning cage. Flames got it again with Flax. Absolute heartbreak for Missouri State. Kayla Smith was unsure if Ella Becker would come out, and the Flames doing damage again. One final kick here for Missouri State. And that's going to do it here from Osborne Stadium. Let it sink in, Flames fans. It's time to lift a trophy. Liberty launches into the NCAA tournament for the 9th time in school history. A 2nd CUSA title in 3 seasons. Oh boy, boy, it feels like the postseason, late October, Clemson and Virginia at Klockner Stadium. What more could you ask for? All right, the Tigers, 4-4-2 formation. They've altered their formation in recent matches, but here's how they line up. And Misei Yoshizawa has been tearing it up top.
Yeah, absolutely. We were praising Gian in the Open, but Yoshizawa is on a hot streak right now. He is well in form and at the perfect time in the season.
And the Cavaliers in their familiar 3-5-2, they're celebrating 12 seniors and Umberto Pella, Alvin Gashi, cornerstones of this program.
Yeah, it's a special night for those guys. They've been here a long time, and they've been such a huge part of the success in the last 4 years. But not only that, in this season, there's no two players more important than those guys.
A Cavaliers team that is hungry to get back to the College Cup. Haven't been back to the Elite Eight since 2019. And George Gelnevach, in year number 30, believes that this team is poised to make a serious run in the postseason. 2 games to go in the regular season for both. Clemson in the orange, Virginia in the navy. Cavaliers at 8-1-4, the Tigers at 8-3-2. Off we go here from Charlottesville, and it should be a doozy tonight. Jesus De Vicente lets it go over his head, and an early throw here for UVA. Cavaliers coming off a 2-1 win on Sunday here at Klockner against Denver. Pioneers team that has not been as successful this year as compared to last. They made the Final Four last year, but still a good victory for UVA. And meanwhile for the Tigers, they absolutely obliterated UNCW on Tuesday, Steve, 6-0.
6-0, and I'll tell you what, it was a 6-0 game. They really controlled that whole entire 90, and they deserved the win. And you go one game back further for them, and they beat Duke 3-0. A very good Duke team, 3-0.
Yeah, they handed the Blue Devils their first loss of 2025. Virginia earlier this season handed NC State its first defeat. So don't be fooled by the lack of a number next to Clemson's name. The Tigers are receiving votes, and they are the de facto number 26 team in the country. And I'd imagine, regardless of how this night goes for them, because of that just drubbing of the Seahawks on Tuesday, they'll probably be in the top 25 next week.
And deservedly so. I mean, I think they are an actual threat to make a run in the tournament. And, you know, Mike Noonan knows how to win championships, so don't count the Tigers out.
Coach Noonan in year number 16 as the head coach of the Tigers. A couple of national championships in recent years. Here's Ulue. We mentioned him off the top. Clemson clears it outside of the 18 for the moment. Cavaliers recycle here with De Vicente. Ulue tries to drag it in towards Cage, and Joseph Ndema with the stop. Senior from Ghana has been such a vital piece for Clemson in between the posts. Tonight, it is start number 69 for Ndema.
How about that? A little undersized, but I mean, he does a great job between the sticks. He's a great shot stopper.
Serve down the line for Yoshizawa. Nick Deng usurps possession for the Hoos, a guy who was drafted in the second round of the MLS Super Draft by Real Salt Lake this past offseason. Decided to stay in college, dealt with a preseason injury, missed the first 5 games, but he has now played 90 minutes in 7 of the last 8, so steady back there.
Yeah, it's so important. He was important for them last season, and that's why he got drafted. Ultimately, he decided to come back because, let's face it, college is a great time.
Yes, it is, for so many reasons. Simmons chests it down and finds Marco Dos Santos in a 4-way tie for first in the ACC in assists with 8. Ransford Gian, one of those other guys for the Tigers. Now Virginia has really appreciated its back 3 of Deng, Sebastian Pop, and Zachary Ehrenpreis. Those 3 are great distributors from the back.
Yeah, I think it's really impressive what UVA did in the offseason in assembling the entire team, but especially that back line. I think they looked at it and they said, okay, how can we complement Nick Deng? And the 2 guys they brought in, one a graduate student and then the other a freshman, they're a perfect fit for this UVA system.
De Vicente finds a little bit of space, feeds it inside Simmons. 5 goals in his freshman season, releases and scores on a laser beam. He steams the strings from outside the 18. dozen goals for Simmons in his freshman season, and the Who's have a goal very early.
Absolute bullet from Nick Simmons. What a screamer. I'll tell you what, Top Drawer Soccer ranked him as the second best freshman in the country. And to me, that's borderline criminal. Why? That's why. Because there's not a freshman in the country that's been as good as Nick Simmons, and he does it again right there. Receives the ball, opens up, says, you're gonna give me 2 feet of space? Okay, I'm gonna make you pay. And he does. 1-0 Who's.
Steve, we had a conversation earlier this week with associate head coach for UVA and Adam Perrin. Simmons is from Richmond, about an hour away from Charlottesville. And he said to us, if we didn't bring this guy in, he had interest in UVA, he's local, then shame on us.
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing like getting some local talent, and he sure is that. He's been so good this entire season, and like you just don't see a lot of freshmen that can do that. You know, we praise him down, and he's a great keeper. He's got no shot at that. I mean, that's from the top of the 18, and it moves, it swerves, and it's a great strike.
There is not a goalie in the country, maybe a goalie in the world that's stopping that. But for the Tigers, don't just, you know, throw them out the window just yet. One of the best scoring teams in the country. They've scored 9 goals in their last 2.